All right, what is going on, guys? On the show today is history's being made. It is the first person who's been an interviewee of the Sports Muse and has been back on for the second time. It is Ameer Dudley. What is going on, Ameer?
Man, just chilling, just chilling.
I like it, man. So did you do anything this past weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Did you, just kind of hang low?
Yeah, just chilling.
Chilling. Now, my man's out there in Hershey on Friday, winning a state championship. Led Central Valley to a 3A state title. How was it, man?
It was what's up. It's definitely an experience I'm never gonna forget. Like, just working so hard for something like that, and then accomplishing it in the way that we did. It's memorable. I'm happy for my team. I'm happy for our seniors. We don't have to go out bad or anything. We don't have to wish that we did something or anything like that. So that's our legacy. That's all you can. That's all you can do.
No, it's really cool because, obviously, like you, Stefan, Miles, Sean and whatnot are all going to go play, big time D1 ball. But for some of these kids, it's as big as it's ever going to get. And to win a state title, like you said, is something you're never going to forget. And it's definitely going to be like just a really cool thing for a lot of those guys who don't have the opportunity to play college ball to, tell their kids one day. As far as one thing I really liked, and it's one thing I really like about you because I feel like we're pretty similar in a way, is after you won it, you posted a tweet from the previous year when you lost in a state title game of just been like, how, you took it to heart and you wanted to win it for the seniors and whatnot. And, I think you've kind of used that as motivation to go back and win the state title this year. So like, how did it feel like, going into the game? You knew you lost it last year. How much did you want that redemption?
It was just like last year. Like I felt like how like I'm not sure if you ever been in a fight before, but like you're like fighting and someone just sneaks you and you just like they like knock you down or whatever, but like you didn't see it coming. Like it was just like completely like someone just came up behind you, punched you, but you lost the fight. Like that's how I felt about last year. Like last year I was sick. If I'm being honest, I feel like I didn't like that wasn't our team at full strength or anything like that. Like it literally just felt like someone came behind us and like punched us when we weren't looking. So it was just like when you have the chance to like come back and like win a state championship, it means a lot. It honestly does. And for the seniors, like for like my seniors from last year, it means a lot. I know it means a lot to them too because that was like their last chance that we were able to redeem them.
We talked a little bit off camera about just how this is a crazy year with COVID and whatnot. Did you guys have any scares?
We didn't like we tried to keep everything like under wraps, like how we had like the online option stuff like that. We used to stress to our players like stay home, like stay within your like inner circle, like whoever you've been hanging out with, like sure hang out with them, but like wear your mask or whatever. Like don't go hanging out with people that you like from other schools and stuff like that. Just like stay within your inner circle, wear your mask, and do online school. Like we just had to make sure that they are like staying focused and stuff like that, like still actually doing their work. So I mean, like I wouldn't say we had any like scares or anything, but there was like definitely concerns and stuff like that.
And that makes complete sense. That's something that you're gonna have with this craziness that's going on. So this has also just been a big time for you. Besides the state title game, is you just recently committed to a college, a pretty well known college. You just committed to Harvard University, man. What's that like?
I mean, like it's kind of surreal, honestly. Like when people ask me, whenever I'm talking to a new person, like they have no idea who I am or anything. They're like, oh, like how old are you? Blah blah. I'm a senior. This and that. Like, oh, do you know where you want to go to college? I'm like, yeah. They're like, where are you going? I say Harvard. They're like I'm being for real. Like where you going to school? I'm like Harvard. Like it's just like weird. Like even like for me to say it is weird. So like whenever I say it to other people, they think I'm capping. Like they think I'm just messing around. Like I'm being dead serious. So it's just like it's definitely different. It's definitely different.
No, and I completely get that. Like, I never even thought about in that perspective. Been like, hey man, where you going? You just say like one of the best schools in the world, like academically, and someone's like, oh no, like for real. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
MIT. You know,
Yeah,
I like
they're
it.
like, yo, like I'm being dead serious. Like I'm having a real conversation with you. You messing around? I'm like, man, I'm being dead serious, man.
So was it definitely going to be Harvard, or was there like 2 or 3 schools that you were down to at the final?
Um, the schools I was down to, like Lehigh was definitely one of like the schools that I was really close to going to, along with Duquesne. Like Duquesne, I liked them a lot, but it was just that like they had just got some like other quarterback commit. They got a stump from Thomas Jefferson. So like it was just like he's only like a year older than me. So I was like, I don't know. And it was like really close to home. Then there was Army as well. And what was that school? Oh, Colgate. That was like another school that I liked. But it was just that whenever you compared everything, it was just like the education I'm gonna get at Harvard, that I can walk into any job as long as I carry myself correctly and I have my resume on me. Like I'm going to like there's a high chance of going to get the job just based off the college that I went to, and it's just like it's a 40-year decision. So I mean, like there's no knock to Army or Duquesne. Like those are all really great schools. Like I'm pretty sure you could do the same with those on your resume as well. But it's just like Harvard is just a chance I can't pass up. Like it's just something I really can't pass up, honestly.
And I think you nailed it. Like, Duquesne, fantastic school. But when you say Harvard, like exactly what you said earlier, is people think like you're messing around, and it's prestige. It's one of the, like I said, it's like that MIT. It's that Yale, Stanford. It's right there with those those other schools, and it's definitely something where once it's on your resume, you take care of your academics. Obviously, you take it serious. It's definitely once in a lifetime opportunity. But I'm going to throw a hypothetical out at you. Okay. So Harvard's on the table, but let's say like a month ago, Pitt offered you. Would it still have been Harvard?
Yeah, it was just that like I talked to some of the coaches from Pitt and stuff like that. It's just like with a school like the University of Pittsburgh, like it's really good football, and I would have got a chance to play with like Steph and stuff like that. But it was just like it's hard to pass up. It's really hard to pass up. Like my dream school, I was on the game. It was yesterday, and they asked me what my dream offer was, and I was like, University of Southern California. Like that's definitely like my dream offer. And um, they were like, so if USC offered you, like, would you have went? And I was like, I don't think, bro. Like that's my dream school. Like, but it's Harvard setting me up for life. I there's nothing that I can't ask me. You can't ask for anything better. Like it's honestly like the chance of a lifetime.
And I think that's kind of just part of what separates you from other people is a lot of people, they get through school to play football when they're a high level athlete. And I think you use football as, the engine that gets you through the rest of your life. Football's great. And I'm sure if you could, if there's any possible way, you would love to play in the NFL. I don't doubt that for a second. But the idea that you're like, hey, listen, I'm a smart kid. I know the odds are stacked against me. But the idea that I'll never lose my education, you always have it, is I think what really separates you just a smart young man. Now, do you
Thank
have
you.
any, oh, no problem. Do you have any idea what you might major in or anything?
That was part of the reason why I chose Harvard. It was just like I don't know what I want to do, and at Harvard, like their networking is insane. I mean, like it's one of the best schools in the country. They have no choice but to have insane networking. So it's just like whenever I'm there's going to be a higher chance of me figuring out what I want to do while I'm there than there is at any other school. Like any other school, like I'm not, let's say I don't know, I'm picking a random school. Like say I go to like I don't know UMass or something like that. Like the chances of me figuring out what I want to do through other people at UMass is lower than me figuring out what I want to do at school compared to like Harvard. You know what I mean? It's just like I have a higher chance. Like I think at Harvard it'll be easier to figure out what I want to do.
And I like that. You kind of talked about networking, and one of the biggest reality checks I got as a, getting out of college and whatnot and start going into the real world was a lot of, unfortunately, it's not necessarily what you know, and it's about who you know. And when you have those kind of, connections and whatnot, that really does make a huge difference. Um, I appreciate you coming on again, man. And I'm a firm believer in, showing appreciation to everybody. I interviewed you 6 months ago. We've kept in contact since then. Every time I've messaged you or hit you up, you've responded. Um, this is a grind. Me doing the Sports Muse, and when I interviewed you, it kind of just kept me motivated just because you're a humble guy. Like I think after we finished the interview, we probably sat on here and talked for like 20 minutes, just BSing. You're just a chill dude in a weird way. I feel like we're really similar. And like, even though I'm 10 years older than you, it's like the idea of like, I feel like I've known you a lot longer. So, I want to thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time. But guys, make sure you go check my guy out on Instagram, Twitter. I can't wait to see you playing Ivy League ball. I hope everything that you hope and wish for comes true. And I appreciate you, man. And until next time, if you guys like it, click like and subscribe.